Welcome to the channel, everyone. It's Nick the Gardener. So today, St Patrick's Day, is the traditional day for planting potatoes, which I've never done before. Well, I've planted potatoes obviously, but never done it on St Patrick's Day. So I've got some swifts in here. These ones here for Colleen. That one as well. All these are swifts here as well. I've got a few little backups. These are my own saved from last year, and there's a mixture there of Maris Piper and Estima, which Estima's a secondary, Maris Piper's a main crop. But I'm going to see how many I can get in here. In this bed just here, which is about 8 feet by 10 feet. I've got the soil probe in here. Compost probe, sorry, I'll get it on there. It's 48 degrees roughly. So what I'm going to do is get this uncovered, lay the potatoes out, and see how many I can get in there. Should be about 56 hopefully. I might try and squeeze a few more in, but we'll see. So I'm going to take back the fleece in a minute, and then I'll bring you back when I've laid out all the spuds. So I've just laid out all the potatoes, done it on the kind of diagonal pattern, 9 in one row and 8 in another, so alternate. And yeah, I've got quite a few in there now. I've got a few little ones left over. I've just put the best ones in really, of my saved ones. But so I was going to try and do a no-dig potato this year, rather than digging a trench and everything like I did last year and put compost at the bottom. I was going to use a Charles Dowling method with just a trowel, making a little slit in the soil, but to be fair, I don't know if I can be bothered to do that. So what I'm going to do is I've got my ball planter here. Now, I don't know if this is cheating or not, but I'm going to do it with this instead. And I presume I've got my tape measure somewhere. Here it is, sorry. I'm just going to, it says plant the potatoes about 10 centimetres deep. Oh my god, tape measure broke. Oh, sorry. As you can see, that's a good 15 centimetres. So I think that'll do. Give it a bit of protection from the cold. So yeah, I'm just going to do holes next to all these spuds and just drop them in. Maybe pop a little bit of potato fertiliser in the holes as well beforehand. And once I've done all the holes, I'll bring you back. So I've just done all the holes, and because I've done them a little bit deeper than 10 centimetres, I'm just going to add some of my own homemade compost at the bottom of each hole, and possibly a little sprinkling of potato fertiliser. So I'll bring you back in a minute. I've got them in, or I might show you actually, just show you doing one first. Swap pans, because how's it going? You alright?
How you doing?
Sorry, I was just interrupted by another plot holder. So what I was going to do, I've put a little bit of compost in that one already, and just put a little sprinkling in each one. Nothing too crazy or anything. There's plenty of compost on top. Just a bit more in there. So I'll do this first row first, putting a bit of compost in each hole. That one there is quite deep. Let's stick a bit down the bottom. But yeah, something really bad happened yesterday outside our house. The neighbour's dog escaped. Well, it's not their dog, it's their daughter's dog, but the dog escaped and it attacked another dog, and unfortunately that little dog died. It was only a little, tiny little thing. Little, bless it, Kiko. So the police are around on the left to come here. I hope the situation gets sorted out. It tried to attack me yesterday when I was getting out my house, down my alleyway. It tried to bite me through the fence at the bottom and then jump over. So I've warned Meadow not to stroke it or anything. Stay away. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I've just filled the first 2 rows up with some compost. Ooh, I'll get my potato fertiliser. I've got in a Rosie's bag, tub even. So yeah, just a little bit in each hole. I might have to go and buy another packet of potato fertiliser, because I haven't actually put any in my container for my single seed challenge. Right, so that's those first 2 rows. Put a bit of compost in and fertiliser. So yeah, I'll do the rest and I'll bring you back when I've done. So that's all the potatoes in now, and I'll give it a quick rake over, and it's raining. Typically, that's all right. Hopefully just be a little quick shower, it'll help water them in. And apparently it's going to be half decent, well I say half decent weather, it's going to be you know, average to above average temperatures for the next week to 10 days apparently, but that means it's going to be a bit more unsettled. So I shouldn't get any more frosts for the next week or so. But what I'm planning on doing anyway now is going to mulch this up with grass clippings. So what I've cut today off my customer's grass, not even a bag there. I doubt that's even going to go and cover it, but I'm just going to sprinkle it over lightly for now and see how far it goes. And I'm going to roll this net back over to here, and yeah, just give it another little layer of protection. And I'll bring you back when I've sprinkled the grass out. So I've just covered it with grass, and there's, you know, almost an inch covering over the whole area, which will help insulate it from the cold and keep the moisture in, keep the weeds down, help feed worms right in the soil, basically protect the soil and everything, keep the moisture in. And yeah, it's going to die down as well, I should imagine, before the shoots come up. And I'll be probably topping it up with a bit more grass as it decomposes down. So yeah, I haven't earthed up these potatoes. These are determinate, which means they just grow on one level. So yeah, no need to earth up the first earlies or the second earlies, but I will be earthing up my main crop. Yeah, so I'm just going to turn the net over, and that's potatoes planted for today. So I'll bring you back in a sec. So that's it all done now. Took about 45 minutes in total, it's not too bad. Yeah, you'll have to let me know if I'm cheating by if it's I'm calling this a no dig potato, although, or hole punch, I'm going to call it hole punch potato. Because yeah, I didn't dig as such, just took a hole out. Yeah, you'll have to leave in the comments if I'm cheating or not, or if I can actually call this a no dig. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how I do. When I was taking out the cores of the soil obviously, you know, rubber compost hadn't been incorporated down into the soil. It's only been a few months since I've been no dig, but yeah, I'm interested to see how I do really. And if I do well, I'll definitely be doing it again next year. I'd just like to thank all my subscribers who watch all my videos and leave great comments for me. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I hope everyone's going to get their potatoes in soon too. I've already seen a lot of mental doers today, and because I managed to finish work a little bit earlier and the sun was out, I thought I'd get down here today rather than doing it tomorrow, because we are getting a big load of fertiliser tomorrow delivered just by that shed there.